Hey guys, this is Divyansh and I'm making a series of videos on writing, publishing and everything in between. Today's a very special video because it concerns with a website which has literally made me who I am right now. It's called Quora, and I had a Q&A session where people have asked me a bunch of questions about Quora, and I'm gonna answer them to the best of my knowledge and abilities. So let's dive right into it. Your name is like a brand on Quora. How have you utilized it? Okay, so I have been writing on Quora for almost four plus years now, and for the very first year, I did not even have 100 followers. Okay, and today I have almost 67,000 followers. Something went right along the way, right? So I never imagined to kind of become a brand on Quora, but for startups, for the guys who are running startups, and for the people who want to market their services, their products, their art, anything. Quora is a fantastic place to be if you want to build a brand. There are two ways to do that. One is your name becomes a brand. When you're writing Answers Daily, it's getting views, it's getting upvotes, it's going viral. People start knowing you by your name. The second thing, which I've been doing for the past one and a half year now, is uploading my own pictures on Quora Answers as well. So now, instead of just recognizing me by my name, people are also recognizing me by my face. So, it's not planned at all, but I've utilized it, I think, to the maximum because when I came out with my first novel, I did not have to spend even a single penny on promoting my books or buying paid ads or paid reviews or whatever. I just had to tell my thousands of followers on Quora that I've written a novel, and since they had already been, acquainted with my fiction, they bought the books, and within a couple of weeks, it was selling at number 9 spot on Amazon India's top 10 selling list. So yeah, utilized it quite well. Okay, most important tip to be famous on Quora. Uh, I think the basic thing has to be that you have to stay humble because once you start getting views and followers, you start getting cocky. And when you start getting cocky, Korans especially don't take to it kindly at all. You're gonna get unfollowed very soon. You just have to keep writing content, good content, content which can differentiate you from what everyone else on Quora is writing. And it's a long path. If you're just writing to be famous, then you're probably not gonna get there. But if you're creating some kind of value, so in my case, I think I'm one of the very few guys on Quora who actually write fiction, and that has created a niche for me. It has created that for me for the past 3-4 years now. So contribute whatever you can to the community, and you will get your fame. Um, how to find a date on Quora? Quora is not a dating website. Please do not find dates on Quora. And if you are getting dates on Quora, please tell me how you're doing so. Steps for beginners to gain confidence in English speaking, body language, etc. Okay, this is a very crucial thing because I have started public speaking just a couple of months ago, and it is turning out to be well, and I'm still learning. But there is one thing that I've been practicing for the past 2-3 years is that, see, the thing with English speaking is if you are going out and trying to speak English before people and you are weak at it, they might make fun of you, you feel insecure, right? So the best thing is you have to be in your comfort zone. If you're watching a TED talk, if you're watching a movie, go and stand in front of a mirror and start speaking to yourself by looking at yourself in the mirror. Imagine you're giving a TED talk. Okay, what's the worst that could happen? No one is hearing you any which ways. So once you start doing that, you will be comfortable in your own skin, and then you can start, migrating towards other forms. Start speaking in front of small crowds and go on bigger platforms. Why don't you reply? I think I have almost 1100 plus 100 messages on my Quora inbox, some 100, 200 plus 100 messages on my Instagram inbox, some 100 emails. So I don't know. I literally don't have the time or the energy or the will to even go and open those inboxes. But yeah, as soon as I get messages, I definitely try to go through all of them. And if anyone is asking for any suggestion, if anyone is asking me to contribute in any which way which I can, and if I'm free, I reply to them. So if I have not replied to your message once or twice, please try to send another message and I might reply this time. How did you make it so big on Quora? Um, I did not plan it. That's one. But I loved writing, and this was a platform, the only social media platform right now which focuses not on photos and videos but on written content. And since I wanted to be a writer, I wanted to share my fiction, I started writing on Quora. So it wasn't planned, but you create a niche for yourself, and once you start getting recognized, you kind of build your following on it. You evolve your content according to what your audience wants. So initially, I was writing very preachy, motivational gyan kind of a thing, which wasn't coincident like that much at the point. But then I started writing fiction, and my writing evolved into more sarcastic, more comedic, more funnier things, and which kind of clicked with people, and it kind of became my niche, and I started writing like that again and again and again, and it just evolved. Inspired by you, how to start writing? Just start writing. That's the beauty about it. You just have to open your laptops or your phones and just start writing. And I definitely recommend people to start writing on Quora, because once you get those immediate views, once you start getting a little bit of following, once people comment on your answers that they felt something while reading it, you're going to be writing every single day. There was a time when I was awake entire nights. I used to write from 12 to 6 in the morning and edit my answers while traveling in the local train to my internship. And then I used to post them on Quora. And even though I was getting probably 1,000 views or some, or 100,000 views on some, I was just enjoying the process. So it's about enjoying it and just start writing. It's fun. Your writing will evolve accordingly. Favorite Sherlock story? The Hounds of the Baskervilles. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is a genius, and The Hounds of the Baskervilles is my favorite fiction novel of all time. I have 1.3 thousand followers, but not getting enough views. What to do? That's the beauty and the bane with the Quora algorithm, that even if you have 500 followers, your answers can still go viral because the algorithm can have that kind of reach. And even if you have 100,000 followers, you can still get 500 or 1,000 views on an answer. So um, it's more to do with the algorithm. There are certain things you can do. You can use clickbaits if you just want to get the views. You can you can break your writing down into chunks, and this is a thing which I've learned on Quora. It's a very quick tip for anyone here who is writing on Quora. Do not write more than 5 sentences in a single block, or more than 4 sentences in a single block. Break your stories down, break your writing down, individual lines, 2 lines, build momentum. And it kind of, since I write longer pieces of fiction on Quora, if I have to keep my readers glued till the very end, I have to evolve my writing according to that. So it's about creating pace, creating momentum, creating suspense, tension. It's a science. Writing is a science. And yeah, when you write a lot on Quora, you learn that automatically on your own. Bro, you're an inspiration, but who inspires you? Um, Thank you for that, first of all. But it's just the people on Quora who inspire me, honestly. Um, when a piece of fiction goes viral, when you get comments and messages and likes and upvotes, and people just shower so much love at you, they share your answers with their relatives, with their family groups. I recently got a message from a woman who has been hospitalized for the past week or so, and because she's bored, she just went through my Fictionverse blog and started reading my fictional crossovers, and she messaged me telling me that it is literally the highlight of her day, that she's just reading my content again and again and again. So when people message you things like that, there's nothing more you could ask for, right? So I have a lot more questions, but it's almost hitting the 10-minute mark, so I'm gonna stop this video right here. We are gonna do more and more sessions on writing, on publishing, on Quora, everything in between. So yeah, keep on DMing me your messages and your queries, and stay around this space. There are gonna be more such videos. Hope to see you guys around. Bye.